What is up, everybody? Matt from Ice Picks here, and unfortunately, we finally lost a YouTube play. We actually hit 10 straight, and the first play yesterday was floor plus 0.75. Game ended 2-2, so that hit. That was our only 2 unit on there, but then I missed Bromby team total and the Partisan plays. Partisan finally loses outright at home, first time in 3 years. Tough, but it is what it is. And anyways, just a quick announcement is I am no longer with BMR Bookmaker Review. I will not be giving my play of the day on there anymore. Instead, I'm just going to do it straight on YouTube. Couple of reasons for that. One, I was kind of butting heads with them just a little bit. And so just kind of decided to mutually part ways, and instead I'm going to be putting the POD on YouTube, and those PODs are on a crazy run. I did miss today. I finally missed today. I was 6-0 the last 6 days, which was nuts. It would have been a perfect full week cycle if I could have hit today, but I took a plus 230 play. I took a value shot, didn't hit. Oh well, on to the next. And these have been super solid. Not only did I go 6-1 the last 7 days, I also went 6-1 the previous 7 days last week. So 7-0 run is on the table for this week. We will see. Clean slate tomorrow, and this is what I'm playing for the play of the day. I think this is the best play on the entire board. Now, I will grade this with a very good chance to actually push. How I grade this play is I give it about an 80 to 85% chance to win or to push. And I'd only give it about a 15% chance to lose outright. I think +1 is way too high for this. And in fact, I tweeted this like 3, 4, maybe 5 hours ago, and it has moved about 20 cents. I see it -115 now. And I think that's about market price. I think that's where it should probably be. But they're playing Cukaricki, and I've always said Serbia is kind of like, it's a league that not really a lot of people take, but I love this league, and I keep up with this league really heavily, obviously because of Partisan, because of Red Star, and this is what I've always said. The last 2 years I've said this. You have Red Star, Partisan, Cukaricki, everybody else. But there's one team that I really like situationally here, and it's Proleter. Proleter on the road tomorrow at Cukaricki. I think this is a really good spot for them. They've been playing really well. And what I really focus on when I'm playing dogs is defense. They have been playing exceptional defense. They've won their last 3 games 1-0, and they played Baka Topala in their last game, who is the 3rd highest scoring team in Serbia. Other than Partisan and Red Star, they are the next highest scoring team. They scored a lot of goals, and they got shut out by Proleter, which is very impressive to me. And then they also have actually won 4 games in a row. Their first win on that 4-game stretch was a 2-1 win, and they also had a goal disallowed. So they have been able to find the net in all of their games except for 2 on the entire season. And one of those was actually to Red Star. They got the brakes beaten off of them by Red Star. Then on the flip side, we have Cukaricki, who I always claim is the number 3 team in Serbia every year, but they're not indestructible. They are currently sitting in 3rd place, actually, ironically. With 22 points, they are playing Proleter with 17 points. So this could be a big, big game for Proleter to get back up in that spot. They would move from 8 to 4 if they can win this game tomorrow. They would jump Topala, which is actually kind of crazy. Looks like Topala does have a game in hand. But this is why I really like this play. I just talked about how their defense is playing great. I also just talked about how they've been able to find ways to score in every game in their last, 8 games. Okay. Now, going to the head-to-head data on this game is actually kind of mind-blowing. These teams pretty much play twice a year, every year, pretty much. Sometimes they played 3 times, sometimes they played once, but it's an average of 2. The last 10 years, which would be 20 games, Proleter has covered the spread or at least pushed it in all but one game in 10 years. That's crazy to me because these teams play all the time. And I really think this is an interesting spot here. And I like Proleter. This is going to be 2 units for me. There's absolutely no game I would break the bank on this Friday slate. I think it's a pretty trash slate, to be honest. I took a couple plays in Italy for 1 unit. I don't really love anything. I honestly think this and Kimki +1 in Russia are the best plays on the board. Don't overdo it. This is going to be my play of the day. And let's catch this one and start this run back up. We just went 10-0 on YouTube. Finally lost a couple at the end of the day, but 10-0 run is still pretty good nonetheless. So we restart tomorrow. Let's get it, boys.